Hello. Okay, so we are back with another Real Housewives of Atlanta review, recap, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to let's talk about episode 4 first, because last time I was here, I was talking about episode 3. So episode 4, it wasn't really much going on. Yeah, nothing exciting. Nene and Cynthia, okay, we knew that wasn't going to be anything serious. That encounter, it wasn't going to be a big deal. It was kind of like, oh, hey girl, bye girl. Although Cynthia looked like she wanted more out of the encounter, Nene didn't give her all of that. So that was that. Candy and Todd took Ace to go see the surrogate. Well, took him to the doctor's appointment with the surrogate so that he could see, this is where baby sis is coming from. So it's not like weird, I guess, bringing home a whole baby. And he's like, well, where did the baby come from? Like, I know y'all didn't buy her from the store. She didn't come from mommy, because mommy has not been pregnant. Where this little girl come from? So now he can understand a little bit better that this is what a surrogate is. This is where your baby is housed right now. Where your baby's sister, this is where she is housed right now. So that was cool or whatever. Nothing going on in episode 4, so it's not even worth going on and on and on about. Here we are, episode 5, the REgift that keeps on giving. They start out with everybody, doing their routine. Everybody's with their kids, with their families, doing their own thing. And then Cynthia calls Portia, and Portia, I think she was getting PJ ready. I don't know if that was the same scene or not. I can't remember. But she called Portia to tell her about, there was going to be another party down to the Lake Bailey. What did they call it? Bailey Barbecue. It's the annual baby barbecue. Bailey Barbecue. So she was inviting her to that, and she was, letting her know it's no kids allowed, no babies allowed, because if I tell you can bring your baby, then Kenya got to bring her baby, then Eva got to bring her baby. And Portia was like, well, Eva ain't gonna bring her kids because she's still getting to know you. I guess they're not gonna let her live that down. Okay, I mean, I feel like she ain't got to bring them babies nowhere. She ain't got to bring her kids around, y'all. And why are you offended? Like, for me, when I'm in certain spaces, I don't want your kids there. I don't want my kids there. So, like, I don't be mad when people don't want to bring their kids certain places. Like, that would not offend me. I don't want your kids at my house, trust and believe. My kids are on my nerves sometimes. So, what make you think that I'm gonna be mad about it being two less some kids? Like, I don't have no problems with that. I don't see why people, I don't know why they all, giving her a hard time about that. So what? Okay, that was, how many kids Eva got? That would have been 2 kids running around, 2 more kids running around, stepping on your feet, knocking over juice, stepping on your couch with their shoes on. Why are you upset about that? Anyway, moving on from that. So she tells her it's no kids allowed, and that's just what it is. She ends up saying, well, I don't know, Cynthia. I don't know. Okay, they get off the phone. Whatever. Portia and Kenya meet up at Jitterbug, which is, I guess, a place where you take your baby, like the mommy and me type of class. And this one was a dance class. And Kenya showed up in her wedges. And didn't want to take them off, because I guess this is just a scene. So, I mean, it don't make any difference whether she take them shoes off or not. She only there to shoot a scene. So, Okay, Kenya, let's go. Portia in there rolling it down with with baby PJ in front of her. I'm like, what kind? I hate when they don't play the original music because I want to know what got Portia doing all of this. I want to know what y'all listening to? Slow jams? I mean, what kind of class is this? And why is Portia dancing like this and everybody else got an 8 count going? I don't know. I don't have the answers, but all I know is the class looked like it was boring. See, I never did those types of things when my babies were babies. I mean, they still babies, 5 and 3. But before, when they were baby, I never did that kind of stuff. I ain't do no Lamaze class. I ain't doing all of that. No, thank you. So Portia leaves out because PJ has had enough. And so have we. Thank you, PJ. You was feeling us. They go out there and Kenya, okay, I'm going to go check on my friend. Okay. All right, girl. Since when did y'all become friends? But she went to go check on her friend and almost immediately, she started talking about, her husband. And she just started crying. And Portia was looking like, girl, we just can't got back cool. I don't care. She had the look on her face looked like, why are you telling me this? Because here, girl, here's the tissue. What is this? What's going on? Like, why are you crying right now? So they abruptly end that conversation. Well, at least Kenya does. And, they go on about their business. But I just thought that was funny that that Kenya is still it's almost like in every scene she's in, we gonna hear about Mark and her situation and how unhappy she is, and she's gonna shed a tear and it's gonna be uncomfortable and cringy. But I feel like this is what it's gonna be. I guess this is what she got for us, and that's okay. The next thing, Candy, all these things on K's. Candy is taking Riley to New York because Riley is going to intern out there with Candy's attorney. What type of attorney is he? Entertainment lawyer. He's an entertainment lawyer, and he said that Riley can come and intern at his firm. And which that is a great opportunity. I'm over here jelly because I wish I had the resources at 16 to travel. And she's well traveled. That girl been around, and that's great. I mean, I think all parents want to be able to, afford those type of opportunities for their kids, especially something like this. To intern at 16 at a law firm and you want to be a lawyer, you're going to have your resume is going to be impeccable, so good for Candy. Kudos to you, girl. But at first I was alarmed. First I was like, I don't know about this Candy. She out 16 and she by herself. Then, come to find out a friend of the family is going to go out there and stay with her. Not as a chaperone, but as a chaperone, which is smart. It's got to be the cousin that's, the young cousin, the cousin that might be 28. You know what I'm saying? She gonna keep an eye on the 16-year-old. But the 16-year-old still feels comfortable enough that, okay, this is not really a chaperone because it's the cool cousin. She's in her 20s. She parties. She cool, but she's still gonna keep her good eye on you, Riley. So that's good. Oh, Marlo and Nene, they sit down. I think they were at Nene's house. Greg was in there cooking or whatever. And, of course, we talking about Cynthia again and how Nene feels like she's tired of Marlo telling her she needs to apologize. She don't feel like she needs to apologize. Marlo's like, well, you are, complicit in some of this. You do, you have to hold yourself accountable for something. Like, it's just not all on Cynthia. You have a part in it. And that annoys Nene for whatever reason. Yvonne from Clark shows up, that girl from Clark, from the AUC, okay, girl. She shows up. I don't even know why we still bringing her around. I don't understand, like, why is she here? Because Nene doesn't really want to film like that, so it's kind of like, okay, let's bring her in. She's messy. We can bring her in as a friend of the show, and she can do kind of like her bidding. Like, she can run around and stir up the pot as Nene would if Nene was there. Because it's like, when she speaks, it's everything that Nene has said. So, well, I guess I should say, when she contributes to the conversation, it's what Nene would have to say about whatever it is that they talking about. So anyway, Yvonne shows up and she's like, they're talking about Cynthia. She got her 2 cents too. Oh yeah, you're right. I mean, because I was just down to the wine cellar and she had a lot to say about you. She said this and she said that. And she said you were toxic and you were bad for her. And, all of these mean things. So, yeah, she definitely has another side. And I'm so tired of that. The lady don't got no other side. I mean, we ain't seen it. And why you keep saying, like, when is she showing this other side? When? What are the situations? What are the circumstances behind her showing the scent? Because we ain't seen the scent in I don't know how many years that lady been on this show, but it's been a number of years. And she's pretty much remained Cynthia Bailey. So I don't know who this scent is. But they talk about the party and, Yvonne's like, oh yeah, I'm going to the Bailey Q. Yes, I'll be there stirring up the mess. I'll go there for you, girl. I got you. Yvonne said she had all of those daggone, and she said she had receipts, because they're like, oh, well, you better have receipts for that. Marlo, do you have receipts? Oh yeah, I got receipts. Bring those receipts. I want somebody to bring them receipts back up, because she says she got receipts. I want to see the receipts. Portia needs a nanny. I wrote that down, but I don't know why I wrote that down. She does need a nanny because you can't tote PJ around everywhere, especially like when people don't want kids at their party. I take that serious. I don't take offense, but I take it serious. I take it like, okay, well, this is an adult party. I'm not trying to mess up the vibe. I'm not trying to be that person to have their kids running around and all the adults are like, get your kids. Like, I don't like that. So when people say don't bring your kids, don't bring your kids. Like, find somebody. And if you can't go. Like, you don't have to be in these spaces. It's not like work. And even with work, you can't be taking PJ to work forever. Then people gonna get tired of PJ crying and interrupting the show and all of this, that, and the third. They show everybody getting their dish ready. Kenya cooking up some lobster. I don't know what Eva made. She said something about a cake, but I don't know if she was talking about the last time or this time. But everybody was getting their dish ready. And hold on. Oh, okay. Anyway, Eva is the first person to get there. And she ain't even wearing red. I'm like, girl. Now, how she got red in her scarf. But I don't know why you couldn't find nothing red. Okay, girl. She the first one to get there, not wearing red, so I guess she was going to get red. But did she get red? I don't know. Kenya was saying, oh my God. Cynthia was saying, there's been a change of plans. It wasn't going to be no kids, but PJ will be here because she had to, Portia called and was like, well, I really can't find a sender, so I'll be bringing PJ. And so, of course, she's like, well, now let me call Kenya and let her know that she can bring Brooklyn. And Kenya said, oh, no, thanks, girl. Don't worry. Oh, thanks, girl. Don't worry about it. I already worked it out. Thank you. Thanks for the call. Bye. And hung up on her. Click. I know she wish she had what them things, flip phone, because I don't know what I was clapping for. Flip phones, because when you used to hang up with people with a flip phone, it was clack. You just clack it, just like that. Or don't let you have one of them little swoop, them little, what you call them, the ones that T-Mobile had. I don't know. I'm getting off topic. But it slung around when you opened it. I don't know what the name of that phone was. But hanging up on people with a flip phone was everything. They need to bring them back just so we can be hanging up on people instead of all you hearing is nothing, But you used to hear do when you got hung up on. That's all I be thinking about when people get hung up on. And Kenya hung up on Cynthia real quick. She didn't have to get mad. Like, why you still got an attitude about that? And you was trying to I don't understand. Why y'all bringing y'all kids and the nanny? Why the nanny ain't staying home with the babies? Why you bringing the nanny, the baby, the toys, the bassinet, the playpen? Why you bringing all of that to my house when you could have left all of that at home with the nanny? That's what Portia did anyway. So they, everybody starts rolling in. Eva, when Cynthia was telling Eva about, the mix up with the babies and all of that, and her having to, double back and tell them that they can bring their kids. And he was like, well, this is motherhood. Get used to it. I know she, fell into motherhood late in life. She had a late in life baby. But get used to it over the hill. I know. See the seasoned viewers. I'm pretty sure they don't like them little snide remarks. But Eva is, I guess, this is just what it is. This is what we're going to get from her. She's going to say some things that are controversial, like saying nappy heads and stuff like that. But I mean, if it stings a little bit, hey, whatever. None of what she says really stings me. I don't be getting offended by none of that. But whatever. Cynthia got a good laugh though. She got a good laugh out of that. And I know a lot of a lot of what she says is gonna come back. I know it is. It's gonna come back, and she gonna have to be defending herself. Hopefully, she ain't gonna backpedal. Like, stand in that at the reunion. Don't be backpedaling. Don't be saying you didn't mean it that way. You meant it another way. That's not what you said. Stand in that when they see you at the reunion. Because then we'll know if Eva, the diva, is real. Oh, Tanya's dress. Oh, it was so cute. It was, it was tastefully lacy see-through. Like it wasn't like, girl, you need to put some clothes on. You got on lingerie. It wasn't giving that at all. At all. Like, and Tanya, I feel like Tanya always looks great, but she looked beautiful. I loved her red dress. Loved her red dress. Yvonne showed up. And yeah, Cynthia said that Yvonne had been super supportive of her. And I'm just thinking to myself, whose friend is she? Like, she came on the, I think she came on the show as Nene's friend. And I don't know. Now she was super supportive of Yvonne, because I'm even surprised that she was invited to the Bailey Q. Like, that really surprised me. They were sitting around talking about the interview that Nene had, and you know, the reason for the discord between Nene and Cynthia, and Yvonne pretty much is speaking for Nene, like speaking for her, like everything that she was saying. Like I said earlier, everything that she would say, that's what Yvonne was saying. Oh, well, you're a different person, you know, sometimes, and there's a different side to you. And Cynthia's just like, I don't know what y'all are talking about. But she jumped in to Kenya, jumped in, you know, to defend Cynthia, because she got her sights on Eva, for whatever reason, you know, and she's like, well, that situation between y'all, and y'all are good friends now, you know, which is surprising to me, because she pretty much ain't let none of that go. What Eva had to say about Cynthia in the past, Kenya has not let it go. And now she's bringing it up today in 2019. She's bringing it up today. Still bringing up some situation. And Cynthia was like, wait a minute, girl, that was, and Kenya's like, wait a minute, don't interrupt me. Why are you interrupting me? I'm talking. Don't interrupt me when I'm talking. And I'm like, why is she always doing that to her? And Cynthia always just be like, just sitting there looking. Girl, you not that lady's child. You a grown woman. And she talking to you like you Brooklyn. Child, please. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Portia and Shamia show up. They was late. Portia, Shamia, and Lauren show up. And I'm like, well, Shamia, I'm sure, was invited to the party. Lauren, why didn't Lauren just stay home with the baby? Like, that's the stuff I don't understand. I guess because Lauren want to come see what's what, too. You know, Lauren is usually there. She was at the last one, too. So, you know, they need to go on and, you know, let Lauren come around a little bit more. Film a little bit more. Because they just be having her there, like, sitting around in the background. Because if that's the case, she could have been wherever PJ was watching PJ. You know, like, you trust your sister, right? So why couldn't your sister just stay at the house and watch PJ while you went to the Bailey Q? But whatever. But as soon as Portia gets there, Kenya run outside to her car to go get that doll. I forgot to mention that she stopped at Candy's beforehand and showed Candy, you know, look, I'm gonna give this to Portia. This, you know, Eva gave this to me. You know, basically showing her, look at this little shady gift. Look what I'm about to do, girl. This is what I'm about to do today. And Candy was like, no, you are not. Girl, that's shady. Why do you have to be so extra? Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this now? Why? This isn't, you don't have to do this. You don't have to be this way, Kenya. You don't, but she gonna do it. So she goes out there to the car. She brings it back inside. And she's like, hey, Portia, girl, here's a gift for you. And Portia's, oh, thank you. Oh, my goodness, it's so nice. And she opens it up. And it's the doll, and she reads the little note that's in it that says, you know, basically, I hope this doll's energy is, you know, good for you and yours, like pretty much. And right away, Portia's like, energy, girl, what is this? And Kenya's like, well, it belonged to somebody, you know, before you. And she's like, who? And she immediately figures it out. And for all of y'all that don't know, this doll was gifted to Kenya by Eva. And they like, oh, no, girl. No, we ain't finna do that. No, girl, you shady. Now that's shady. So Portia immediately, and I don't think that Kenya was ready for this. I thought that she, thought that it was gonna stir up a whole lot of more mess than it did. Like, I don't know how she thought Portia would react to that, because that's rude as hell to re-gift something for somebody. Like, somebody gave, and then the person is there. The person that gifted you the gift is there, and you re-gifting that gift. Like, that's rude as hell. That's so rude. But that's Kenya. I mean, what do we expect? She got to get this show on the road. Like, we got to get it going. And the time is now. I guess she done had a conversation with the producers. It's like, when can I rev it up? When can I rev it up? We about 5 weeks in now. When can we rev it up? Do it. Do it now, Kenya. All right? Go out there and get that doll, and let's get it going. So that's what she did. And Portia's like, nah, we finna mend this. We're gonna fix this now. We're gonna fix this because this is shady. We're gonna fix this. You're not finna bring me and Pilar into your mess. We fixing it now. So she goes in there and she shows Eva, like, Eva, look what Kenya just gave me. And I know you gave this to her. And Eva, wasn't bothered or wasn't moved. She's just like, oh, okay. And they all come rolling back in. And, Eva and Kenya going back and forth. You don't want no problem with me. You don't want it with me. Well, girl, I'm not scared about your whatever you got going on. What you think, I don't want. I'm not scared, So that's not what's going on. And I don't know when Marlo showed up, but all of a sudden she was there. And she jumps in. And, she's still trying to go at Eva about you living above your means, this and da-da-da-da-da-da. I just say the stuff that people don't want to say, all the stuff that y'all don't want to say. And he was like, no, you say mean stuff because you're mean. Well, you living above your means. Girl, shut up. What do you do for means? Like, be quiet. She gets on my nerves sometimes with that. Like, she will, drag something, in the ground. Like, girl, okay, we get it. You've been saying this since the last time y'all was bickering back and forth. And she read you down. And I guess that's what this is about. It's like, girl, you're a worthy opponent. And every time I see you, I want to get into that with you. Because you won last time, but not again. Not again. Then Marlo, I think they were going around. I don't know what they were going around talking about, but Mallory mentioned to, Marlo, of course, bringing up this Nene mess with Cynthia, and she hits on something, and Candy agrees with it, and Candy's like, well, you're right. I do think that you befriend people with strong personalities, and you let them get away with some things that you wouldn't, certain things that you wouldn't let other people get away with. And Mallory's like, you know what? That's true. You smart. You right. I don't like the way Kenya speaks to you. And Kenya, of course, is going to try to, deflect and defend herself. And I think Yvonne jumped in too, because they all on this. Cynthia has another side and blah, 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 blah. Cynthia's like, look, I'm nice to all of y'all, and I'm cool with all of y'all. I try to be polite with all of y'all, but make no mistake about it. I will gather anybody at this table if I have to. And Portia was like, eating her food. Girl, bye. And continued to eat her food, and everybody else did too. It was kind of like, okay, so girl, what? Nobody's scared of you. What do you think this is, Cynthia? You don't put fear in nobody's heart. And I will gather anybody at this table. Yeah, all right. So what else is going on? Bye, Cynthia. Get out of here. Go on get, girl. Go on get. Because you ain't scaring nobody. She's delusional. She's delusional. That was funny. Girl, bye. And it was like right on cue. I don't know if they edited that way or not, but... And it's so disrespectful to just, disregard somebody when they trying to stand firm, when they trying to stand 10 toes down, as y'all kids would say. That's one of them buzzwords right now, or buzz phrases right now. Standing 10 toes down. I feel like the kids just came up with that because we ain't been saying that, as a community. I want to say, they go back in the house after that, and they start to give out the shady awards. The best twerker was Shamia. Shamia got down on all fours, and she dropped down and got her eagle on. And she won that. The shadiest was Marlo. Of course, that's hands down, because Marlo is shady. I mean, always saying something to get some kind of rise out of somebody. And it's unnecessary stuff most of the time. Most of the time, it's like, you did not have to say that. Like, that was just unnecessary. You trying to make somebody snap. You trying to. For the sake of, you staying firm, staying 10 toes down on this show as the friend of the show. You got to hold that down. Okay, so that's why you got the Shady Award. The Best Read Award. It should have definitely been Eva. Because Eva, like I said, the girl just be saying it, and it's so, I don't know what it is, but Eva is just my favorite. Like, between her and Portia. And I don't know, a lot of people, I look at other reviews, and a lot of the other reviewers that I watch, or, the people that recap the shows, most of them don't really see it for Portia, but I love her. Love her. I don't know. I do. And Eva, she's becoming a fave of mine. But she got the best read, and, they they gave it to Marlo. But if Eva was there, she would have got it. The Thirsty Award. Marlo tried to nominate Tanya. And Tanya's like, why are you coming for me? Like, okay, Muppet 1 and Muppet 2. Why are you coming for me? Because Giovanna chimed in too. Oh, yeah. That would be you, Thirstiest. And Portia's looking at her like, girl, no. I think we gonna go with you, the Thirstiest. Thirsty Award goes to Giovanna from Clark, because you the one running around here doing the most to be on here, to be over here sitting at the table. So you got the Thirsty Award. And that's that. There was no argument or nothing to that. They start going around about their insecurities. We got to have a serious moment. And it was nice, people sharing their insecurities. Marlo said she got big feet and she's insecure about her edges. Candy's insecure about her dark circles around her eyes. I think it got to Kenya, and Kenya took us left. Because here we go again with this Mark stuff. My insecurity is that I'm never going to find the unconditional love that I deserve. And everybody in the room like, oh, Kenya, there. And that's what she be wanting. There, Kenya. You're right, girl. Girl, please, enough with this. We talking about our insecurities, stretch marks, C-section scars, acne. What you mean, girl? You talking about the man ain't loving you right. Oh my God. She gonna drain me with this. She is gonna drain me with this, because I know this is what it's gonna be. And it's like every time you open your mouth, this is what you giving. So we ended out on that. And that was the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. So, we can come on back. I'm trying to figure out, because I said I wanted to do more than one show. I wanted to review more than one show. And I'm still trying to decide what show that's going to be. But I don't know yet. So when I figure that out, I'll be back with it, and it'll be uploaded and it'll be up there. So why don't you guys rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel? It's Call Me Busby. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.